Hello?
And welcome to a podcast.
Yes, first episode. Mostly mixed up.
Yep. It's me, Evan Callanan,
Liam Kelly.
and
and Nathan Aunger.
we are still waiting for Nick Heath.
Yep.
We've been waiting.
He's not good at being on time. I don't know.
No, he's notorious for that.
So he
Yeah.
might join in the middle of this.
Yeah.
So
like
we'll see.
an hour in. No, like half an hour in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what we first wanted to talk about is like what the name of the show means. So who wants to start?
Nathan, why don't you start?
I'll start,
You
yeah.
can start.
So, mostly mixed, it's related to our ethnicity. So, we all represent a certain mixture of a different culture. So, for example, I'm a mixture of like English and Japanese. So, my last name is Aunger. It sounds French, but it's actually English. It's actually more English as well because in like the 1000s, my family came over to England with William the Conqueror, who was a man who conquered England around that time from France. And then eventually we immigrated over to Canada and settled here and all that. My Japanese side comes from, well, obviously Japan. My great grandparents, I believe, moved here from Japan in the 1800s or so. And they were a part of the Japanese internment camps in the 1940s. So my grandfather was actually born in one of those camps and he lived in Vancouver for the first year of his life. And at the end of that, he eventually moved here and then the rest is history. Now we're in Toronto. So that's where my Japanese side comes from.
Okay, I guess I'll go next. So basically, I am Scottish and Jamaican. I sure as hell do not look black at all. I mean, I like have some of the facial features. Like I got bigger lips, slanter eyes, and like wider nostrils. But I pass pretty well, which is a good thing. Like, I would not be able to survive like the actual things that people who don't pass go through. So my mother is from Jamaica and my father's from here. Most of my, like it started off in Africa and my mother's family came down because of slave trading, of course. And they were in Jamaica and then they started like breeding in, of course, like the whole bad part of slavery. And they started looking more light, so they just kept breeding and like having children with more light skinned people. And yeah, so my mom is Jamaican and my father is Scottish, which is they were just chilling in Scotland and they were like, hey, it's not that great here, let's go to Canada or Australia, and they came here.
Yeah. So basically, my one generation up has just from Canada, but then two on my father's side, my grandmother is from India and she grew up there as a child, but moved here in her adulthood. I'm not too sure how far up the line it is, but we are Irish as well. And then on my mother's side, we are British and French. So I'm kind of a mix of mostly white, but
Yeah, but your like family home is very mixed.
yeah, my family home that I live in consists of my stepfather, my mom, my sisters, and my brother. And my stepfather is St. Lucian and Filipino. So, and my sisters, they are technically stepsisters, but I don't consider them that. They're my full
Like half
sisters.
siblings.
Yeah,
But
they're half, but they are mixed as well, which is St. Lucian, Filipino, British, and French.
yeah. And then Nick, who's not here right now because he decided to be late. He's black. He's Caribbean.
We aren't too sure what his background is, so he'll explain that when he comes in, if
Yeah.
he does come in today.
Yeah.
But before we started today, earlier today, we asked some questions over social media.
And not all of them were nice.
No.
No.
But you know what? That's what you get nowadays.
Yeah. Okay. So the first question is from my friend Luca, and he says, "How does it feel to be so fucking cool, dudes?" I'm sorry. I'm just reading the question. I'm not.
Bit of a cringe-inducing question, honestly. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't consider myself cool, so
I
I don't-
consider myself amazing because I'm the greatest human being that has ever existed.
yes, totally.
I mean,
Besides Jesus.
everyone is cool in their own sense.
Exactly.
Everyone has their own traits and personality, which makes them cool. Not in everybody's eyes, but in our own eyes, if we can see it, we are all cool.
Exactly.
Wow, very,
That is
very
the
positive.
cheesiest thing I've ever
Evan.
heard in my
Very
entire
deep.
life. Yo, guys, like, peace be with you, homies.
We're all so cool in our own sense. Like,
Hey, if you think about it, like, what if we were all monkeys at one point, and then now we're not? Gorilla.
Peace to the earth.
Peace to the earth. All right, the next question was, how tall are all of you? Nathan, why don't you go first?
okay, well, I'm considered short. But I'm only actually 5'6", which I don't think is that short, but most people do. So yeah,
5'6" are the same height as
A toddler.
Okay, oh no, you made that one, Liam.
it's Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Tom Cruise is
Yes.
5'6".
Yeah, so you're the same height as Tom
something to-
Cruise, which
that's
is
something to
something
hope
to
we
brag
do.
about.
exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
it is.
I am 6'2" or 6'3", like somewhere in between there. Yeah, I'm tall. I'm beautiful.
He's the tallest out of all of us.
Yeah.
I am 5'10", 5'11", around
Yeah.
there.
Around there.
And then Nick Heath is 5'9".
Yeah, 5'9", 5'8".
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is probably going to be quite long for us. It's, what are your goals in life? Now, we're not that old. We're 15. So, but we do still have goals. So Nathan, we'll let you go first because me and Evans are kind of in between.
Goals in certain forms. Well, I have short-term goals, like do well in school, which is a shorter-term goal. But longer-term goal is that I really want to go into like politic type stuff. Like, I don't know, one day be prime minister or serve in the government, that type of thing. I don't know, just like leading at the end of the day. So that's one of my main goals. Also, like, I know this sounds pretty cliche, but like to have a family, have kids, the whole shebang in that sense.
I don't think
knew
it's
he was
very
gonna say
cliche
shebang.
because I think having a family is a lot of people's goals.
Yeah.
Not to have kids in a sense, but like to have a wife or a husband that you love, and to just
Or
have-
another.
yes,
Or another.
or just a partner.
Yeah.
that you
Life
can
partner.
that you can live your life with and
Mhm.
be happy.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't think that's very cliche. I think it's very
that is a very
common.
Yeah,
I think
for
it's
sure.
common is the better word to say.
Yeah.
Mhm. For sure.
Okay.
And Evan, yours is kind of
Yeah, ours is kind of intertwined, but there is also like the next question is, what is all of your guys' dream jobs? Like, how would you want them to go perfectly?
So I think those two questions
are kind of intertwined.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of answered that already in mine.
Yeah. So Nathan wants to hopefully like perfect outcome. Nathan, what do you want to do?
Perfect outcome: become Prime Minister of Canada
Yeah.
and be a good one that people like.
Be a good one.
A good one.
My ultimate dream, but I don't know. It's a bit of a long shot, but anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Anything is possible. Barbie dream house.
I mean, I've been told many times that because me and Liam, our dream goal is to be in the film industry.
Yeah.
And become a producing team, which is
Exactly.
Graffiti Studios. You can check that out on Instagram.
Yeah, we have we are working on a show right now called The Extraterrestrials, and we are actually pitching it to Netflix to see if they'll like take it in as a Netflix original. We've had a couple of like phone calls with them, just talking to a few people. The highest we got up is we got to the CF something of talent.
Yeah.
Their assistant, and they were just like, you need an agent, and I was like, we have an agent, and she was like, okay, and then that was the end of that
they
conversation.
basically told us that we needed an agent to talk to them, and we couldn't call them personally. But anyways, back to the fact that we want to be in the film industry is that I've been told many times by many people, and I'm sure you have as well.
Oh, absolutely.
That it's very hard to get into, and not many people make it. And I honestly just do not care because I know we will make it.
Exactly.
And just going on the sense of anything is possible, like you're saying, you could very well be the next prime minister. Not the next, but you could very well be a good prime minister.
Exactly. You will not know that you will not make it unless you do not try.
Yeah.
If you don't try,
dream big, what's the point?
Exactly.
Right? So,
like Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 1,000% of the shots you don't take.
Actually, that was Michael Scott. So.
Michael Scott, sorry. Michael Scott, you miss 1,000% of the shots you don't make. That's what she said.
But yeah, so like going more deep into our dreams and our dream job
Yeah.
for me is to make that publishing label actually a thing
Yeah.
in the future, but also to become a director, writer, actor, because I am currently writing a movie with Liam,
Yep.
and we are filming that in spring of 2021. We're hoping,
Yeah.
which is featuring Nathan and Nick.
Yeah. They're both in it.
Yes.
It
Yes,
is
we
a
are.
horror movie supposed to be set in fall, so we're trying to film early spring, so we
Yeah.
still get that vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. There we will our like most short-term goal is we either want to go to the Los Angeles Film School. That's like number one pick on our list of schools, which is actually answering another one of the questions. We either want to go to Los Angeles Film School or the Toronto Film School.
Because Toronto Film School and Los Angeles Film School are two of the best schools in the world to go to for film.
Yep.
And they are cost effective as well.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best, because to be the best in the world, it includes education and price range, and that is price is definitely a big factor in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because we're 15 and film school is a lot of money.
Yeah. Personally, I either want to go study either directing or cinematography. Cinematography is something that I'm like really into. We even joined the film club at our high school.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we in that club we discuss different directing styles, different movies, different cinematography styles, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a good program. I'm really happy that they added it
Yeah.
this year.
Yep.
Mhm.
And more long term, we are like hoping to again like direct movies, stuff like that, write our own movies, basically take those ideas that are in your head and put them out in a picture that we can see.
Yeah. Because like I don't know, it's just something that interests me and I have a fun time doing.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people say that you can't make your hobbies a dream, but I don't get the sense in that because your dream job is a hobby if you think about it.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
like if people want to do sports or politics, like let's say, or even filming, right? Because acting, hobby, playing sports, hobby, debates can be a hobby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just some people want to ruin what you have, and it's just
I don't understand it. Why?
yeah.
I like I've always like looked at someone and be like, go for it. Like if you're doing something that you like, go for it. Like I have looked at people like this young Twitch streamer. I was like, oh, this guy's a loser. And then I thought back and I was like, hey, he's enjoying himself. He's making a lot of money and he's doing what he loves. Why the hell would I have a problem with that? How does it affect me in any way? And people will come after us being like, oh, you're never going to do this. You're never going to do that. And yeah.
Even saying that though is like not bad. Like I don't want to say bad, but like the way the fact that you were able to go back and see that like he's doing what he likes. So why how is that affecting me? I think that's
Exactly.
a mentality that a lot of people should have, but they don't. Like I think making that comment, I mean that's a human thing to do, but being able to go back and be like, oh, how is this affecting me? I shouldn't have made that comment. That is something that not many people are able to do, but the people that are able to do it, they will succeed because they can actually see that some people do care and they will support them no matter what. And like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one thing I always hear is that older generations tell us that our generation's not willing to work for things, and I think that's just ridiculous, honestly. Because I know
Yeah.
so many
Yeah.
people, including us, who are just willing to work our asses off, honestly, to get where we want to go. So I think honestly, as long as you're trying hard, and as long as you feel like you can do it, why not? Just go for it, right?
Like one of the things that annoys me is when people post on their stories like won't stop the grind and go for it. Like I'm proud of you. Do whatever the hell you want. But these people that I see doing it are not doing anything. They don't have a job. They're not working towards something. in their hobbies. They're not creating something with their own hands. Like I saw a kid who creates music and he said that. I was like, go for it, man. You're doing what you love. I'm sure that money will come with it. And then I saw this other person say it who doesn't have a job. And I know this person personally. They didn't have a job. They're not doing anything creative. They're not a member of any sports teams. So
Clubs or anything like that?
Well, going back to the music, really good music creator, local. We know him from high school. Name is Diego Marticrano. He's very good at music. If you want to check him out, I'm not sure what his Instagram label is.
I think it's like Young Fuego is his SoundCloud.
Yeah, something like that. But on the next episode, I will get you that. And if you want to check out some of his music, it's really good.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
Oh, yeah. Next question. Check.
Let's do the film related ones.
Next section. The next one was Jedi or Sith.
Or other.
Oh.
Or other, yeah. Honestly,
in what sense though?
I don't know. That's all it said. But I'm thinking like, would you want to be like a Jedi, a Sith, or like something completely different?
So I think just mainly like what not race, but like what would you want to be in if you were in Star Wars? What would you want to be like? What
I would.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with the race. What race would you want to be?
Okay, so for race, I would want to. You know what Darth Maul is? I'd want to be kind of like that. Yeah, I'd want to be like that or like a Wookiee, because those things are big. But like, if I were to have like a job, I wouldn't want to be a Jedi, but I'd want to be able to like use the Force. But I'd want to be like
Grey
Han
Jedi,
Solo.
then?
Yeah, I'd want to be like Han Solo, like being a smuggler and stuff. Yeah, with Lando.
What are those little
Ewoks?
Yeah,
Ewok.
I would want to be an Ewok that was on the Sith with the Force. I think that would be really cool.
So you basically
just like a little teddy bear.
Just like a little teddy bear. Just like Order 66.
You shall die.
Just a little
like,
Ewok.
imagine just like Baby Yoda, just like doing backflips like Yoda in Attack of the Clones.
Oh yeah. Oh, Baby Yoda versus Ewok Evan.
Oh, that was hilarious. That's what Star Wars like 15 will culminate to.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. The next Oh yeah. What do you
Nathan, go ahead.
Yeah,
what about you?
Okay. That's a really good question. I don't want to be the Jedi because I don't want to die. Because that's obviously spoiler.
Yeah, there's less risk in just like stealing stuff from people.
I mean, Sith would be fun, but you're always have to watch your back. I don't know, probably someone like what Ahsoka Tano is from like Mandalorian.
Yeah. She has like the white lightsabers.
This is kind of a spoiler alert for Clone Wars or anything like that. But like she has lightsabers, she's able to use the Force, but she's not a Jedi. She's a citizen, as Mace Windu would call her. Something like that, like something where like Liam mentioned, you could still use the Force, but not have to die in Order 66. So
yeah, I don't want to die.
I can't die. I'm a teddy bear.
Oh yeah, true.
You
wouldn't want to kill a little itty bitty teddy bear. It's just like someone comes at you with a lightsaber, douche, you just fall on your back, get in your little cuddly position.
No, don't kill me.
And then lightning fingers.
Like that.
Got you now.
You're like, it's like when Palpatine's like, I'm too weak, and then sticks his lightning out and then shocks Mace Windu.
Yeah.
Do it. Okay. The next question was, what is your dream role?
Dream role, as if you were able to, in any movie that's around right now, who would you play in a remake?
In Spider-Man, I would want to play Harry Osborn.
Oh, so like, wow, okay.
Because Harry Osborn, you get to be Spider-Man's best friend. You get to not die immediately, and then you get superpowers.
Yeah.
Green Goblin or the Hobgoblin.
From which series, though? From Amazing
Maguire.
Spider-Man or just like Tobey Maguire?
Okay, so in the first Sam Raimi movies, it's like this gas, and it doesn't make you look that ugly. In Amazing Spider-Man, when he took the Goblin serum,
I think he looked better.
He looked cool and stuff.
I wasn't a big fan of the Amazing Spider-Man series, but
they're not very good.
That was a good costume.
Yeah, and he like, I feel like that would be cooler. And for Homecoming, we don't exactly know.
No, we don't know yet.
But I would, if I were to choose a little mix-up, I would want to look like I would want like the makeup and stuff. I'd want to look like from Amazing Spider-Man, but I'd want to be in like the Tom Holland movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll go next. So I'm going to go back to what we were talking about just before with Star Wars. My favorite Star Wars character is Obi-Wan, and that's exactly what I want to be.
Yeah.
About it. You survive for a long time. You have like a bunch of awesome fights, and you're like a main character in the story, so you see everything going on. The sad part is you lose everyone, but you also become super smart, and then you can be here as a ghost, and then you can just troll people. So, yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
Also, you get to vibe with dead Yoda.
Yeah. And you can just troll everyone you meet, because that's what Obi-Wan does.
Yeah.
Just trolls them.
These are not the joys you were looking for.
Yeah. So I know I was talking to Liam about this earlier, but I'm a really big fan of Star-Lord, and I would want to play Star-Lord because I'm a big fan of 80s rock music.
And also Gomorrah, right? Do you want to be with Gomorrah?
What's your name? Zoe.
I got one more question though. Okay, so if Star-Lord and Gomorrah had a baby, what color would it be?
I think it's like, I don't know, one would be
like
white.
Turquoise?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because like, what does white and green make?
Light green.
Lighter green.
Light green. Just a lime baby. Just wow.
It came out purple. Gomorrah.
You've been fucking your dad?
Yeah, and the actress
you a Nebula?
Yo.
Dang.
I know she was adopted, but damn.
Step bro. Name is Zoe Saldana, I think her name is.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
Yeah,
I saw this thing in an interview with her. She said that her kids thought that Gomorrah was the Hulk's sister, and that in order to get her green bean, like them to eat their greens, she was like, "If you don't eat your green beans, the Hulk is gonna eat you." And I was like, "Oh my god, who the hell would do that to their children?"
I'll do that.
You know what I'm gonna do with my kids?
I'm gonna call up the Hulk right now, and he'll eat you.
Yeah, bro. No, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, so you know how like most teenagers are like, "I hate you, Dad," and stuff like that. As soon as my like son or daughter says that, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get all the family photos and Photoshop me out of all of them. Pack my suitcase for a week. Tell all her friends to act like I never existed and disappear. Go to Vietnam, act like I was never there, and my wife would just be like, she'd come downstairs. Where's Dad? I'm like, you don't have a father, honey. And she's like,
wait,
what?
So Liam, you one time your daughter says she hates you, and then you just immediately
punish her. And leave.
I just did.
And then she says it, and then you come back. She says it again, and then you leave again for another week.
Yep. You know, I'm just gonna pop up, act like nothing ever happened. Just be like,
you should knock on the door as like a salesperson. He comes up to hug you, like,
I'm gonna put on a fake mustache and then be like, "Here's your package, sir." And she's gonna be like, "I'm a man, bitch."
Anyways, okay. Next question.
Oh, next question. What is your favorite movie?
Die Hard.
Okay. I have a couple different favorite movies, but like my number one probably is Dr. Sleep, because I love the Stephen King novels. Like I've listened to them. I loved The Shining when I saw it like a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. And when Dr. Sleep came, the cinematography was so cool. And the directing was amazing, and the acting I love. It was literally Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Ewan McGregor. He was in it, and I love him. That was like his first big role for a while, so I was really excited about that. And it was like so emotional, it was like twist. It was so
is it
cool.
better than The Shining, the first one? Do you think?
That's hard. It's good, but in different ways. Because a lot of it is nostalgia, but the nostalgia, like everybody knows, that's like a big emotion, and that impacts everything a lot. So, and then I also love Venom because he was like my favorite superhero when I was younger. I just find it cool, a little alien crawling on you, be like, "Yo, what's up, homie?" Also, I didn't have any friends, so it'd be nice just to have a little voice. Yo, what's up,
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go next. As I yelled before, my favorite movie is Die Hard.
Yes.
First of all, I got revisited because of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, because Jake Peralta loves it. So I'm like, I'm going to watch it again. Watched it again. Loved it. became my favorite movie. I don't know. It's like the textbook action movie. Like
Yeah.
every action movie aspires to be Die Hard. Like the characters, the villain, especially the villain,
Gruber.
awesome. Hans Gruber, one of the best villains.
Grubert. I'm not the Grubert. You're the Grubert.
Yes, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I don't know, just the ending is great. And it is a Christmas movie. Remember that.
Yes, even though it came out in the summer, didn't it?
I don't know, I'm not sure, but
I think
it
came
takes
out in,
place
like,
on Christmas.
July.
It literally has Let It Snow as its final credits song.
Yeah.
So it is a Christmas movie.
And then there was Die Hard. Okay, I like Die Hard 1. Die Hard 1,
Die Hard
2,
1's good.
and 3. I like the first 3. The fourth one,
Fourth one's
meh.
terrible.
The fifth one, terrible. And the sixth one, we don't talk about that.
Hasn't even came out yet, dude.
No, we're not talking about it. I'm
It's not
not even
sixth
going to
movie.
watch it.
I don't know. Might be good.
I am not going to watch it. The sixth one, I'm scared for. Okay?
I know, because
I'm actually
it's just been
genuinely
going
scared.
downhill in my
It's
opinion.
been going downhill.
Yeah.
Die Hard 2 is in my opinion is better than Die Hard 3. I like it better personally, but then eventually it goes off the rails.
Yeah. Once Die Hard, like first 3, amazing. Like
Mhm.
certified fresh. The fourth one comes up, you're like, okay, let's calm down for a second. And then the fifth one comes, is like, oh fuck, it's gone. It's gone. It's like
Yeah,
what
like-
happened with The Hangover.
Yeah. The
It's a-
second
Yeah,
one was
that's
really
what I've
bad.
heard.
The first one, amazing. All right, I love the first one. Second one, complete copy of the first one. The third one, it gets a bad rap, but I liked it better than the second one.
Yeah, I liked it
Really?
better as well because it didn't copy the same format
Yeah,
as the other ones. Like it had its own storyline. Like it didn't copy the first one again.
yeah,
It did have a similar plot, but it didn't have the exact same one like the first and second one did.
yeah.
And that also kind of happens with the Terminator franchise. I mean, I think the second one's the best one. 1 and 2, classics, amazing. The rest of the Terminator movies are not.
Yeah. Like the newer ones.
Oh, the new one was not
Hmm.
good either.
I liked the little cameo with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but
Yeah,
it's
he
not a tumor.
is not a Puma. He's a good actor. I like him, but
You know, he's actually a politician.
Yeah,
he was governor of
like, what?
California for
He's
a
a
bit.
governor.
He's not anymore.
No, he's been
was.
out for years.
Yeah.
He was governor of California for a while.
Wow, that's so, and he's a bodybuilder too.
Oh,
Like
he is
not
so
many people
ripped.
know that he's not actually famous. Like originally, he wasn't famous for being like an actor, and
No, he was a
he was a
model, right?
bodybuilder and a politician. That's what he was famous for.
Well, no. He was an actor before he became a politician. He didn't become
Yeah,
governor.
but he was more famous. Like
Thousands.
what started him off was his bodybuilding. It wasn't acting.
Oh yeah, it was his
Yeah.
bodybuilding. That's true.
Yeah, because that guy's ripped,
Oh my god.
ripped.
He might have used some stuff in the 80s.
Oh,
But honestly, now I think he's a lot.
Absolutely.
A bit better now. But,
okay.
Evan.
But so for my favorite movie, I'm not too sure. I don't really have one, but my top 3 are definitely Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I really enjoyed that movie.
Look at movie.
I like the soundtrack for the second one better,
Yeah.
but the first one had a good storyline. And then I also liked Night School with Kevin Hart.
Night School's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that the other day.
Central Intelligence is also really good.
That's a funny movie.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
a funny movie.
my other one is Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Oh, that's
Billy
good.
Madison's
You know,
good.
it was filmed
My
in a lot
favorite
of
Adam
that. Some of that was
Sandler-
filmed in
yeah.
Oshawa.
Oh,
Some of that
really?
was filmed in Oshawa. Yeah, you know,
Wow.
there's like a giant house in Central Oshawa where so many like big movies were filmed. Like Billy Madison was filmed there, X-Men was filmed there, a lot of stuff. If you go there, you'll see like the fountain.
Oh, wow.
Starts.
Another one of my favorite movies is It Too, because
was a good
that's also leaning into the next question is what's your favorite actor? And my favorite actor is Bill Hader.
Mhm.
I've been watching him forever on SNL. I always found his bits hilarious, like hilarious. Like there's this Cat in the Hat one where he's like their real dad. And
Yes,
have you
yes.
seen that?
It's so yeah, it's
Oh
like-
my god! And like his show Barry, it's so interesting. It's about like a hitman who has a job in Hollywood and he tries to quit being a hitman and become an actor. And it's like written by Bill Hader. He directs it. He stars in it. Yeah, and he also I like him so much. I know what college he went to. He went to New York Film School.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
New York
Yeah.
Film Academy.
New York Film Academy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my favorite actor. That's a really hard question. I love so many different actors. Wow, that's a tough one. honestly. We mentioned him a lot already, but Ewan McGregor, he holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
I first met him as Obi-Wan, obviously, and I loved him as Obi-Wan. And then he played like other roles, like in Moulin Rouge, Doctor Sleep, a lot of other things. I think the way he plays roles are so like good and all in that. And also, I really like just Arnold Schwarzenegger. We mentioned him again.
Yeah.
Just he's in so many of my like classic favorite movies, like Predator, T2, all those movies.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper, come on.
My favorite is probably Craig Robinson.
Craig Robinson. He's
Oh,
good.
he's a good actor.
He's a good comedian as well.
Yeah.
But I also like Adam Sandler, but he just his voice in a lot of movies gets annoying.
Yeah.
Like he uses the same voice a lot, and it's very
Makes a
like
lot of bad
childish.
Hubie
movies,
Halloween.
Yeah,
I love Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween was a good movie, but like I couldn't watch it 3 times.
He makes a lot of like scratchy voice.
Yeah, but like Craig Robinson, he doesn't. Well, if we're going off of voice acting, for sure, Nick Kroll.
Yeah, again, Nick Kroll. I was just gonna say that. Another one of mine is Nick Kroll. And my favorite stand-up comedians are probably Tom Segura, Josh Wolf, and Drew. I forget his last name. So he won America's Got Talent.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. The guy with the
Alright.
stutter. Yeah.
The stutter, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Liam. How many more questions do you want to take here? Like 1 or 2?
Okay. I got like one more. Two more.
One more.
But one more serious one is, what movie do you think is like the most important movie? Personally, I think it's 12 Years a Slave or Roots. Roots is like a mini series. It's not really a movie, but Roots is about African slavery and how people, like the roots of Africa and how they got to the States. And 12 Years a Slave is also like that. Like I think people who are African American descent, like whatever, I think everybody should watch these 2 movies in the miniseries because they are extremely important to like the culture of America and stuff. And like, it's not good to just act like they didn't happen, because they did happen.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That did happen, and it was messed up. And if you do not learn from your mistakes, you're doomed to repeat it. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a bit more of a light-hearted twist on this. I'm for like the film industry as a whole. The most important films are probably films like The Jazz Singer or like Wizard of Oz, films that had important film firsts. The Jazz Singer, if you don't know, is the first movie ever used sound. So that was really important. And like other films such as like Citizen Kane in terms of how a movie is made, or I mean, one of my personal, like in terms of actual how well made a film is Pulp Fiction.
Oh, that's good.
I don't necessarily know if it's the most important related to film, but I just think the way it's shot, the way it's written, it's framed is just almost perfect. So I'd say those.
I wouldn't put it up there with the ones that you put, Liam, but an important movie for cast wise was Crazy Rich Asians. Just having it, not a single white person in that movie was just. It was the first time all Asian cast was put together.
Asian racism has been super, super normalized for some reason.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. So you guys did really like race-related stuff. I'm gonna kind of add something there. One movie that we haven't mentioned really is Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, yeah.
Like in terms, it's kind of has like some problematic things, but the woman in it was the first Black woman to ever win an Oscar.
Yeah.
Which I think was very important. Sure, she was a slave, but it changed the fact of the importance of her winning the Oscar more the role. It's in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Something kind of sad too. So in history, when I did history last semester, we had to do a presentation on someone that had a important role in Canadian history. And I did Chief Dan George, who was an actor, an activist, and a tribe leader for a Canadian Indian group that was in Vancouver, but they got pushed out in the late 1900s. And he was the first ever Indian person to win an Oscar.
Yeah.
And not even win, but nominated. And that was in, I can't remember, 76 or 86. Like wow. I was really late.
Oh, wow. And, for what movie?
I can't remember. I don't remember, but it was pretty big. It was pretty big. I've definitely heard of it before. I haven't watched it, but I've definitely heard of it before.
Yeah. Another one that's really important is Black Panther.
Yeah, that was
in terms of superheroes, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like the first two that you put up. I wouldn't say
It's not on the level of those,
no,
but
no,
it's
no.
still very,
Oh,
very
yeah.
important.
Yeah, I think it's on the similar level as Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah. Ken Jeong, a comedian, he was literally like
He's hilarious.
Yellow Panther or Yellow Labrador, I think he called it.
Mhm.
Ken Jeong's really funny.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
hilarious. I love his
Community.
stand-up. You complete me, ho. Make me some rice, ho. Get in the car,
Wife's
ho.
name?
I know this sounds kind of a sexist and offensive, but his wife's last name is Ho.
H.O.
That's the
H.O.
joke, yeah.
Like Tran Ho. She's from Vietnam. Yeah.
Like he's made a joke before how he's married a hoe, but the
Yeah.
very last
Yeah,
name
his
is hoe.
his
I got
stand-up.
hoes to the left of me and a hose to the right of me.
If you watch You
Just
Completely
clearing
Ho
that
on Netflix, which is Ken Jeong's special,
Get in the car, ho.
it will
You
it will
complete
explain
me,
that.
ho.
Okay.
It'll explain what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
If you haven't already seen it.
Yeah.
Is there any more questions that you have?
There was one more. It's a very, very serious topic. You need to be prepared.
Oh, this question, yes.
Is water wet? I think that water is not wet.
I don't think it is.
It is not wet. The thing that makes things wet is the act of water being placed onto another object.
But I'm going to retort this. I'm going to disagree. How would water be able to make things wet if it itself is not wet?
Because water is the substance that makes
Yes.
the other thing wet.
Yeah, but it has to be wet in order to do this. If I was eating food and it wasn't hot, the only way to make it hot is to add something that's already hot.
Okay. How about this, though? If something is set on fire, if something is flammable, is fire flammable?
I mean, in a sense, yes.
No, it's not. You cannot set a fire on fire.
That's true, but...
Can you set a fire on fire, Nathan?
That's a good point.
Nathan, can you set a fire on fire?
Not necessarily. No,
Can you set a fire on fire?
Liam, yes, you cannot.
Can you set other things on fire with fire?
Yes.
I have one. All right, here's another thing. Can you blow air?
Yeah.
Air already existing. Can you go,
Yes.
shut up. Can you earth?
Okay, you're getting off
Rock,
topic.
paper, scissors, whose wins?
You're only
Rock,
you're
paper,
only,
scissors,
You're only
who
good.
wins?
You're only good.
Those are different than water. In the sense that if you don't have water, nothing could get...
Okay, here's another one. Here's another liquid.
Okay, Liam,
Is
you can't use...
can acid be melted?
Yes.
No.
It can be melted.
Can acid melt itself?
Yes, it can melt.
Can it melt itself is what I'm saying.
I mean, what do you mean by that?
Can acid itself melt itself?
I mean, technically, no.
Exactly. Can acid melt other things?
Okay, Liam.
Can acid...
Listen.
You're not answering the question. You're not answering the
Hey,
question.
okay.
Can
What
acid...
do you want me to say? You're right? Okay.
Just say I win.
Okay.
I have
All
won.
right, you
I'm a
win this
champion.
time. You win this time. I didn't have enough arguments. What is he
I'm
trying
too
to-
lazy to look for the sound effects.
But yeah, so I think we only have one more question, right? The one I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
Then we'll just talk.
yeah. So I received a question as well, which was mainly based around 2020, which is
Yeah.
COVID-19. Will COVID still be around in the next 5 years? If so, what are some major things that can happen this year, next year? Not necessarily if so, but like either way, if it
Okay.
is or if
Yeah,
it isn't, what can happen?
Okay,
Okay.
I'll go first here.
Okay.
So COVID will 100%, it'll be around.
Oh, yeah.
May not
The
be.
bubonic plague is still around.
It'll 5 years from now, I'm assuming we'll have a vaccine and life will.
The vaccine has a
but
90%.
Yeah, like we're already almost there. But in terms of the next year, we're gonna get a vaccine. It's gonna go to. I'm hopefully it's gonna go to the medical people first, and then the people with COVID and so on and so forth. But I don't think things are ever gonna go back to normal in the sense that we're gonna be able to just normally shake hands or hug because of what COVID has done. In the
No.
sense like you're now paranoid to do all these things. That's my take on it.
In my sense, I think of it as the same as the Spanish flu. that lasted 3 years, and our technology has boosted way up.
Yeah.
So I think this will take at least a year and a half. So I think this will be done by early 2022 or late 2021. I don't think it'll be done by this year. I highly doubt it.
No.
In 2020, no way.
Okay, I think once the vaccine is like made and there is a large amount of it, I think after like 18 months. So like say the vaccine gets put out to everybody around the spring of next year. I think it will take like 18 to like 6 to 18 months before things start to get back to normal.
Yeah.
Like will we have to stick with cohorting in schools? I think for this school year, yeah.
I think yeah.
I think for next school year we'll be out.
I think by the time we're in university, things will start to calm down.
Oh yeah, I think things will be a lot better when we're in university. But I think even in terms of next school year, we'll be going into school full time. We might not be able. We might still be in like separate, a bit further apart seating.
I think we still might have to wear masks. I don't know if there will be
or masks like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
like
I think
like you were saying, I think it will take a while for people to be able to readjust to being allowed to touch other people and actually hug them, or
also
even simply
give
them a handshake.
It's going to be the elbow bump. It's going to be the main thing.
Also, what a problem is that not everyone is going to take it. Is another problem.
Exactly, the anti-vaxxers and all that.
That is something we can discuss on another.
That's why
episode.
I said like 18 months, because like within 18 months, the people who didn't get vaccinated, either they're not going to get it, or if they do, they're just going to infect each other while everybody else is fine. While all the smart people are fine.
What I think, like I was saying before, I think of it as a Spanish flu, which they did have a cure, but it did not work right away. Because it did work in a sense, but it started to go away after the third year because people just started to become immune to it.
Yeah.
So even with the people that don't want to take the vaccine, I think it will go away. It'll just take more time.
Yeah.
I mean, all viruses eventually die out, but it might not be for a long time.
Well, not die out.
Maybe it's just my opinion, but I don't think they die out. I think they just
struggle.
We just become immune to them enough that they don't show up that often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here's a big question for you guys. Say it's March or April, okay?
Of
21?
Of 2020. March or April. March or April of 2020.
March.
Okay.
Last March. So we're like, this is like when COVID is like, boom, like stay in your houses, don't leave, or you will die.
Yeah.
Now, zombies start popping up. And in this scenario, we're like all four of us
mostly
mixed up. We're all in the same house. We have food rations and zombies start popping out. What do we do?
I don't know. What would we do?
Sacrifice Nathan.
Sacrifice Nathan.
Okay,
here's
but
what I think
listen,
we should do.
You can use me for my intelligence in a sense.
Exactly. But maybe
I wouldn't
his brain
sacrifice
is
myself
tastier.
either.
Sacrifice Liam.
I'm too sexy. Here's my idea, okay? Here's my idea. Let's give ourselves a $200,000 budget. First thing I think we should buy is an RV.
PS5.
No. Oh yeah, PS5. PS5 number 1. A Wi-Fi router and
we don't
an
have
RV.
to buy it. We can just rob it. And
we can just. These are looters, bro.
If this is a zombie apocalypse.
If this is a zombie apocalypse, I say we get an RV. We weapon that shit up. We put like barbed wire, spikes, all this. And you know what I say we do? Let's say that these zombies are like the classic slow zombies.
Yeah, like none of
don't like the cold. They don't like the cold. What I say we do, get the most high-tech RV we can think of. We get machine guns. We get as many guns as we can. We get barbed wire on it. And we go and we drive the RV up north.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we should
areas.
It's a very interesting thing to think about what would truly happen there. But I mean, hopefully we'll never have to trade.
Also not digital edition because we need discs.
One of my biggest fears is zombies because I don't like the feeling of I might have to kill my own family.
No, here's what we do.
Terrifies me.
We leave our family, let them be zombies. We kidnap other zombies, rip their jaws off, and cut their fingers off, and we use them like a dog sled.
Instead of buying an RV, I think what we should do is steal a car, drive up north and take a house that has been abandoned.
And like
Like a
Because
huge
farm.
An
log.
RV will eventually run out of gas, and then
Yeah.
there'll eventually not be any gas because nobody's farming
Well,
it or.
But I mean, eventually we'll run out of electricity and stuff because there has to be other people to operate the hydro and whatever. So we
Here's
would have-
my idea for that, okay? We take leftover dead bodies, right? And we hang them by hooks. In order to generate more electricity, we use the zombies to try to get it, and they go on the treadmill and generate more electricity for
I don't
us.
know if that's how it works, but
We could also use solar energy.
We could use
True.
solar energy, yeah.
but you still need to get water from somewhere. Like,
That's why I said we go up to the more northern parts of Canada, because all those icebergs are full of fresh water. We harvest those up. We
yeah, people do
melt
that as
it.
well.
Easy.
Or like
Easy. Food.
Hunters.
Here's my idea for this. We also go to like Home Depot, something like that. Get fresh,
jerky.
I would get a
animals.
fishing rod because if
Fishing
we're gonna be
rod.
up north near
Oh yeah.
water, like if we get a
Fish.
power drill, we get a few fishing rods. We can just eat fish. Like
Nathan?
you can survive off
We need you to learn how to make sushi.
that.
Wait, why me, Liam?
Because Japanese people, you probably are the creators of sushi.
Yeah, but
Exactly. Me and Evan, you learn how to make curry. I'll learn how to make curry. Nick will learn how to make curry.
You
Now I'll learn
learn
to make
butter
sushi.
chicken.
Yes. All right.
yeah,
we got this.
all related to our ethnicities develop.
Yeah.
Exact
I'll also bring haggis. All right, haggis. Evan, bring potatoes.
I got ramen.
Ramen. Oh, love ramen. We can make ramen out of wheat noodles.
Okay, this has gotten way off track.
Get some animals. Get some animals. Start a farm up there. Find some beautiful women. And start recreating the Earth.
All right,
population.
okay, we're gonna stop there with that. Is that it for questions?
That's all I have.
Yeah, that's all I have.
All right.
Maybe if
so,
Nick actually showed up to today's session.
Nick didn't show up today, so.
Okay, I have one more question.
All right.
We're in the zombie apocalypse.
Oh my God, we're not.
We're in the zombie apocalypse. You can take one superpower. The basic ones, like telekinesis, super strength, super speed.
Is
What do you
immunity
take?
a superpower where you just become immune?
Hey, guys, my superpower, I'm just immortal. You can't touch me.
You can try to kill me, but it just won't work.
You know,
Teleportation.
I take like teleportation. I take anti-venom. You know why? Because he can cure any disease. So I just poke the zombies. I'm the cure.
Okay. But the thing is, for me, okay, say you can't do that. If you're surrounded, just teleport somewhere else.
I would take speed.
But speed, yeah, I could see that. I take super strength because say I'm so strong that I could throw a punch and a giant gust of air goes out.
Another we can think of it though. Super strength. It really depends. If you mean super strength as in biceps or super strength as in, like skin. Like I don't know which way to put it, but like
durability.
Yeah, because what if your flesh is just super strong that they can't bite through it?
Yeah. Okay. So when I'm thinking,
But
is
if you
like
have
super
teleportation,
durability,
you'll never even have to get to that point.
Or speed, like you can just run through them.
Yeah, but with super
Teleport
strength,
in,
if
get
I
food,
can't actually
leave.
get bit by zombies, I can just punch them in the face. Just douche, you're out. You're done. They're out. Like Jake
But if
Paul
you have-
to that basketball player. Just,
Oh yeah, I heard about that. If you have teleportation, there's zero chance of you getting killed because you can just teleport in, grab whatever you need, get out. And if zombie comes for you, just teleport somewhere else.
oh, you know what I could also think of? It's not technically teleportation, but being able to like summon weapons.
Oh,
Just
like
a
Thor?
massive howitzer. Just everything's done. I
Yeah,
won.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
When you said anti-venom, I was thinking like the like from Marvel.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 All right. Okay. So, anything else, guys?
I got one more thing.
Let's
This is
say
about the
we're in a
zombie
zombie
apocalypse.
apocalypse.
Okay. No, guys, it's not that. It's not that. Okay. So let's say we're in a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
You can only take one animal with you. What do you take? Take a fucking tiger. A
Yeah.
tiger.
Explain.
Take something that's so
Okay.
big. Can they
All
be
right.
extinct?
Have you ever seen The Walking Dead?
Nope.
No.
All right. There's a guy, and he is a tiger, and the tiger eats the zombies.
Awesome. Can I have
Spoiler
something
alert, but
like a dinosaur?
the tiger's dead now. Oh shit! Yeah, I want a dinosaur.
If we can bring my dinosaurs, I'd take like the biggest one I can think of, and that's my.
I'd take a pterodactyl so I can just be in the
Why?
sky.
I
Actually,
would take a Spinosaurus.
I want to take a Stegosaurus because what if they get bitten? Then you have to fight off that.
No, but then you want like an ankylosaur, because then you could just like.
With the
armor.
giant tail.
Yeah.
Those things are actually
Exactly.
probably it for me.
Exactly.
They're also really strong.
Triceratops would also be cool because like you can just run through them,
Yeah,
like impale them on the way through.
They're
Yeah.
really slow. They're really slow.
Okay.
Yeah, but like
here.
still, they have those 3 horns.
Here we go. Here's another survival place. We are in a zombie apocalypse. No, I'm kidding. We are
So
getting
many
dropped off in Jurassic Park. The dinosaurs are set loose. What do you do?
Go to the what's it called? Herbivores.
Herbivores.
And just vibe with the.
Yeah, but you have to remember they don't know what a human is, so they walk over to you. They're like, "Oh, it's just another plant." Dude, you've been crushed.
Yeah,
They
but
don't know.
you have less likely if you were living. You want to go with the T-Rexes.
Yes, because see what I would do.
Kicked?
No. See what I would do is since they're so big, right? They like eating goats.
Hide under their belly.
Exactly. You know the kid in like the third one who like collected the T-Rex pee?
Okay.
Do that kid.
How would you able to get there?
All right.
I
Here we
think
go.
Liam. I think you will die.
Here's what I do. I take one of those ball things, right? I get 3 of them. What I do is I strap them in like this, and I spin around in a circle. And 6 T-Rexes are like, whoa, if it's moving too fast, I can't see it. I'll be spinning around too fast. I don't know what's happening. They go for a bite, chomp. They get the wrong circle thingy. I do it again, chomp, wrong circle thingy. By the time that's over, I'm already underneath the T-Rex.
Or you get eaten in the first.
or I don't get eaten. Now, one more thing.
Yeah.
Say we're in a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
What I would do if I was in Jurassic Park though is like, I would make sure to go in there on a private jet or like private plane or whatever.
Bro,
Just
the
fly that shit out of
pterodactyls.
there.
Do you know how big a pterodon is?
I'd just fly away.
The beaks are like the size of this room.
I'd fly away.
You can't.
I will.
You can't.
Yeah, they're pretty deadly too.
Oh, bro.
Movies.
Have you seen those movies? Chris Pratt was shook.
He was
Absolutely shook.
He got canceled, right? Didn't he get canceled?
He didn't get canceled. No, he didn't.
Well, he was
Yeah, he
being
did.
threatened to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
He also lost a lot of
said
followers.
his views.
Yeah. I mean,
Is
so
that
did I,
true?
but
Why'd you lose followers?
No,
just
no,
'cause
he
people
did.
don't like me.
Oh yeah. But Chris Pratt lost a lot after the
Trump thing.
yeah.
He didn't even say anything about Trump, did he?
Yeah, he was I don't know exactly what he said, but he said something on Twitter because I saw it. I just don't remember what he said.
Yeah.
I
And
thought
like-
he just didn't say anything. People were getting mad about that.
No, he said something about he didn't say anything bad. It was just something that him saying that he supported Trump, and then people got mad.
People
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah, and
I mean, I don't really like him either, but
Twitter banned him for a week
Yeah.
after he said that.
Oh, Nick's typing.
next typing. Okay, we'll
He
bring
just
him in.
typed. All right, for the last couple minutes here. He just woke up. He did fall asleep.
Oh
I
my god.
called it.
Oh my god. Are you serious? Okay, when he comes in, we're gonna talk about. Here, I'm gonna pause it right now, and when he comes back in, we'll bring you back. All right, we're back. I'm in a little.
We're here with Nick
different
Heath now. He's finally joined.
Finally, the main event showed up.
room. There we go. All right, Nick, how are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I just woke up from like a 5-hour sleep. So.
Yeah, thank you for skipping like 90% of the podcast. Well, like 80% of the podcast.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, but
So
I honestly just lost track of time. Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
Just we'll probably be filming again next week. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
Nick, so basically what we did was we explained why we put the name Mostly Mixed and your part in that name in a sense.
So,
tell me.
explain your nationality and background.
Well, I am fully Jamaican,
Hey.
and and so and so I'm technically not like in the mostly mixed up because I'm not really mixed. I'm just one nationality, but
But
Whoa,
that's why it's
also
called
mixed,
mostly.
That's why it's
Mostly
mostly because
mixed is
most of us are
because-
mixed.
Most of us, yeah,
and
exactly.
so I'm basically the exception because
Yeah.
I'm the mostly.
Yes,
So-
sir. Actually, technically, we're the
Uh,
mostly, right? Because we're the most.
Oh yeah, because you guys would be.
Oh.
Oh shoot!
We
So
win.
yeah.
We
you're-
won.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Oh my gosh.
So you're the leastly.
Yeah.
Leastly mixed up. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Good sound effect.
So I think one of the more important questions we went over was what's your dream job? Like, what do you want to do in the future?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Well,
We talked
if
about
I
this a
could do
bit, right?
Anything.
Yeah, we did.
So like
But-
any dreams you want to accomplish?
Hmm.
Like it doesn't have to be long term, like just short term, like having a family or finishing school.
I mean, I would honestly love to get into a good music college, but stuff like Juilliard and stuff like that, but that school is like very difficult to like actually
Well, I mean,
get into.
Los
Yeah.
Angeles Film School has a good like mixing program. So,
For like making beats and stuff. For like
yeah,
actually
music
playing the music.
production, tons of
Yeah.
stuff.
They have their
Yeah.
own building based on music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
but uh, but there's this good college called Mohawk College in Hamilton, and they actually have
Mohawk, yeah.
a good music program. Yeah, Mohawk, and they actually updated the campus and stuff. So
Yeah.
and so like it's like a whole new campus, all like 21st century stuff. So it was actually looking pretty good. So I guess going to there and then just experiencing the college life and stuff. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that would basically be what I want to do. So
Yeah, our
Yeah.
school's not the school that me and Evan want to go to. It's not like the traditional college thing. We want to go to LA Film School, like for number one pick,
yes.
which is
Yeah.
probably where we're hopefully gonna go. That's it's only 3 years and you still get your bachelor's, and there's like no dorms,
Wow.
so it's not like the classic college experience, but we're still getting it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Also, I also realized I did not mention what my dream schools are.
Oh yeah.
So I haven't necessarily researched this too much, but I also want to do like a bit of law as well, because that is something a lot of people who eventually go into politics do. So a place like
Yeah.
Queens has, or a place like McGill in Montreal,
Oh, McGill's good. Yeah.
just like one of those like big places because they have really good law programs, or McMaster, or one of those places. So overall, one of those Canadian Ontario places. I don't want to go as far as LA as Leo and Evan, and maybe even Nick do. I don't know. So yeah, like Canada.
Yeah. I think another important one that we went over was how do you feel about COVID-19 and how long do you think it's going to last?
Well, how I feel about it is just like, I mean, I don't really know how to feel about it because like it obviously sucks because like we can't do shit that we would always be doing if COVID wasn't here. But like, I'm honestly not that like mad about it because basically it has basically given me some like more me time and just like focusing on
Yeah.
myself and shit. But
Yeah.
I know
That's
really, like,
definitely been a big part with me and Evan.
what
Yeah.
everybody says.
Yeah.
Like over the
Yeah.
summer, I've definitely been able to reflect on myself and see what I actually want to do in
Oh,
life
definitely.
and being able to strive for those goals
Yeah.
Yeah.
with this free time that I've had.
So deep,
Exactly.
guys. Wow.
Yeah, we're so like
Just using this
bro.
time to game.
Beautiful.
Like,
So
I thought about
I wonder
certain
will
things.
end.
how long do you think it's going to last?
I mean, they said that like they've been making vaccines that like was scheduled for early 2021, but like most people don't even want to take that vaccine. But maybe like mid 2021 at best is like when it's gonna be like calmed down and like
Yeah,
when like
I
we'll
agree
still
with
be,
that.
like,
Yeah.
stuff like
And
that.
maybe by the time this is like calmed down, we can all be in the studio doing this together.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe.
That would be nice.
Mhm.
Just gonna have to have me and Evan on the same mic.
Yeah.
What are some other ones that we went over? Okay,
Um,
what was a important movie in history?
Speed through this.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be in the sense um like culture or anything like that. It could be like good cinematography or good directing, writing.
Like
Like
Nick, I
just something
mentioned
that
earlier.
changed.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier a couple movies that like changed the actual genre of film. Well, Liam and Nevin went
Yeah.
more of the socially route.
Yeah, well, I'm not really.
You can even do music if you'd like, because I know you
Or like
yeah.
you are more focused on that as well. So if you want to do music, like something that's changed the course of history through music, you can go on that as well.
Shit. To be honest, I honestly don't even know. To be honest, because like I mostly listen to like modern day music and not really that like all like past stuff, past like
Yeah. So
like 2000.
so why don't
But
you focus on the fact of what has changed since 2000? What has been better? What has been worse?
oh, definitely music has got worse over time. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
I agree with that.
because like music back in like the day, it was kind of more like, especially for like rapping and shit.
Yeah, it was
Nowadays,
more about the
all
art and less
the
about
rap-
like money and
It
drugs.
actually
Yeah, I
had a
agree.
meaning behind.
Mhm.
Unlike Kodak
Exactly.
Black, who like seems like he's going to jail.
even even NWA, they had like messages about
Yeah.
racism and what it was like to grow up in Compton.
Oh, definitely.
Nowadays,
yeah.
it's like I got out of the hood and now I have a ton of money and I'm gonna spend it on
exactly.
whatever I
Bitches.
want.
Yeah, like honestly,
Yeah,
I honestly
drugs and
think
women.
that I personally listen to more like rock music.
Yeah, I do as
Yeah,
well.
like
I
heavy
also really
metal.
like enjoy 90s rap in a lot of ways because those music actually has substance.
Yeah, like Salt and Pepper is really good.
Yeah, Salt and
Oh
Pepper
yeah,
is really good.
Salt and
Yeah.
Pepper. Or like I even like Eminem or Tupac.
Oh, Eminem.
Yeah.
He was a terrible father, but great musician. Now,
Yeah.
Nick.
It was like his entire
Yeah.
a lot of songs were about that, right?
Yeah. Now, Nick, let me take you to a place.
Oh, hold up.
What
Ooh.
would you do in a zombie apocalypse?
Oh,
We had a long
hold
discussion
up.
about this.
Yeah,
so-
we had a long
Zombie
discussion about this.
apocalypse.
Zombie
Okay,
apocalypse.
so-
Okay, let me know. Let me just first tell you what our plan was first. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
we are going to get a car, get some gas,
Okay.
pile it under the back, get some seeds, get some. What else are we gonna get? Get some weapons, a fishing rod or two, and we're gonna go up. We're gonna go up north to northern Canada, and we're just gonna hang out there, wait it out, create a little farm up there. What are you gonna do up there?
Also, we need
Why would you go to
Yes,
northern Canada though?
Because the zombies don't like the
It would
cold.
be so cold.
Yes, but the
Zombies
zombies don't
don't like
like it.
Well, I mean, well, like I don't like the cold, so like I
Wrong,
would
you
rather
love the
face
cold.
Zombies instead of the cold.
Nick, so
No,
would you rather
I
be
do
a
not like the
zombie or
cold.
just live in northern Canada?
Wrong. Northern Canada is north.
Okay, but like how north?
Wrong.
Like, but only
Hey,
talking though. Something like Yukon, cause like that.
You
that'd
heard
be
the
Wrong. We're
big.
not going to Yukon.
No,
we could
like
say like
so
in like
morely
maybe even
northern
northern Ontario.
because I think that's cold enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so we can
Oh,
still
yeah.
survive properly.
Like top of Ontario or like Northwest Territories. Or you know what? No.
No,
you
none
know
of
what
it's
we're gonna do?
closer.
I have a better idea. We're going to go to Alaska.
Or we can go to
Alaska.
Really far.
Alaska and get a nice ass cabin.
We can
just
go
gonna
to-
chill there.
we can
That's
go
really
to
far,
PEI
though.
and just break off the bridge.
Yeah.
We'd be dead. I mean, if we have to wipe out
Absolutely.
all the zombies on PEI.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just get, like,
that's
a ton of
actually a
C4.
serious
Ton of C4 and just boom, and everybody will just be like,
idea.
Okay. All right.
Okay, but my plan though, I would definitely stock up on weapons, ammo, definitely food. I gotta have that food because I'm gonna be eating constantly.
get all those McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Exactly.
Of
McDonald's
course.
chicken nuggets. You've got those Burger King fries, all that
Oh,
good
yeah.
stuff. But
Everything
Popeye's
is free in a
biscuits.
zombie
Stock up.
apocalypse.
You also have to have those
What?
Popeyes biscuits. Like you gotta have. them.
Popeyes biscuits.
What?
He know.
what? What are you talking about? Popeye's biscuits.
Excuse
bro?
me?
Hey, yo,
Excuse
They're
me?
so good.
Wrong, Nick. Wrong.
They're
You're wrong.
so good.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, what do you
They're
Nick,
the
don't
best
talk.
when they just come out of the oven with like that,
Oh,
that
yeah.
crispy
Mwah.
outside, and they just put the butter on.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
It's still
I think we could do
smooth.
a whole episode just on best fast food items.
Oh, yeah. You know
Popeye's
what?
biscuits.
Forget this episode. We're talking about the best fast food. What is your favorite fast food restaurant? Nick,
Oh,
you
okay.
start.
Mine?
Wrong.
Whoa.
Nathan,
Yo,
go.
Leo, shut the.
Okay, Nick. Yeah, you lost your chance, Nick.
Quick time.
All right.
Okay, well, mine is most likely Papa John's pizza.
Oh, Papa John's is good.
Wrong,
I'm
it's
just loving
terrible.
Pizza at the moment.
Oh, they're opening a huge Papa John's up in Brooklyn here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, a huge one.
All right, I'm gonna go next for this. Oh, this is such a
Okay,
hard question. What do you mean by fast food? Like with like a chain restaurant count? No, it wouldn't.
Not a sit down restaurant. Like
Not a sit down.
Okay,
Yeah,
wow.
like something with a
That's
drive-through.
hard.
Yeah.
Something with a
Yeah.
drive-through.
Well, it doesn't have to
Ugh.
necessarily have a drive-through.
Like
but something,
Subway too.
something
To be honest,
something that can be made within that's not brought to you.
Yeah, it's
okay,
a
this-
Friday night and you don't feel like cooking.
to be okay.
You're
This is what I think.
34 with a mortgage.
You guys might
Your
frown on
kids
this.
are doing terrible in
I
school.
love Subway. I love Subway.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Oh, I
You have
love Subway.
so
too.
many different sandwich options. You can even if you want a pizza, get a pizza sub. Want a meatball sub, get a meatball
Yeah.
sub. If you want some more chicken, you can get chicken. There's so many options
Exactly.
and so many types of bread, toppings.
Yeah.
And then you can get chips or drinks or
Oh, also the cookies.
Cookies
Those
hurt my
are-
stomach
Yes,
very
that
bad, but they're
too.
so good.
And
Yeah.
the Subway, I have a Subway like right by my house. So that's like what I eat like almost every
Yeah.
other Friday. So I love Subway.
Personally, I'm gonna have to go with Popeyes. Popeyes, their crispy chicken, so good. Popeyes
Okay.
chicken sandwich, there's nothing better in the world. It's practically heaven.
Okay.
Okay, so I was at Popeyes the other day,
Okay.
and I thought it was pretty funny because this guy came up to me, like this guy came up in front of me, and he was ordering his dinner, right? And he ordered an original Popeye sandwich,
Oh,
and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it's been a long time since I've ordered original, like mild
yeah.
and not spicy, because spicy isn't even that spicy. Like it's a good heat that's not gonna burn
Oh,
your
yeah.
tongue off.
Can I tell you something though?
But then I go up and order my 3-piece tender
Oh.
combo.
Here's what you do when you go to Popeyes though. You get the 3-piece spicy chicken, okay? You get your fries and some ranch, okay? You ask for extra biscuits. You take 2 biscuits, break up the chicken, put the chicken on the biscuits, okay? Little piece of chicken,
Hold up.
crumble up some fries, put them on there, and put the ranch on, and then eat it. Delicious.
You get the buttermilk ranch?
That sounds really
yeah,
good.
Yeah, I
buttermilk
get that
ranch.
too.
Buttermilk
Yeah.
ranch.
That's really good.
All right. Evan.
Have you ever tried the buttermilk ranch with the biscuit? Oh, that's so good.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Diabetes, but delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Delicious.
for sure.
I am honestly not too sure what my favorite fast food is. I am a very big fan of Wendy's, but I could not eat that every day.
Oh,
So
no.
if we're going
yeah,
off of
yeah.
something that you could eat every day, I would probably have to go with like a pita pit or a Subway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you agree with me.
Now,
Okay.
what about like a sit-down restaurant?
Lone Star.
I would have to go with either the Keg or what's J7
Keg's
Ramen
good.
is where we went.
Yeah.
That is a great place because they have sushi. They came out with a sushi menu. They have amazing ramen. They have different like steamed rice like gohan, all this delicious stuff.
Wow.
So good.
Yeah, it was a really good place.
All right. Now I started this before. Lone Star.
Lone Star.
You guys all know Lone Stars, right?
Yeah.
Since I was like a baby, I've loved like Mexican food in like that sense. Lone Star's not necessarily like real Mexican food.
Like fake real Mexican food.
fake real Mexican food. Yeah.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I've always loved their tortillas are so good.
Oh yeah.
Opinion, they're amazing. And I don't know, I just love like you get chips beforehand and like they're free. You,
Mhm.
you get your meal. I don't know, I just always love that place.
Oh, I kind of want to go to Lone
When I
Stars.
go
now.
out, I pick
Oh,
this.
and you can like color on the table with crayons.
No,
I-
wait, no. I don't think of
Yeah,
Lone
no,
Star.
okay, no. They would
Liam
put
did.
like no, they would put like paper on the table and you could draw on the,
No,
the
I don't
table.
think that's not at Lone Star. You could do that at other places though. Like
Dang it.
Montana's. You can
Montana,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
that's the
thinking
one.
of.
Yeah,
Montana's
That's what
is
I'm
pretty
thinking
good.
of, yeah.
But also, Liam, your answer of the keg is a really good answer. That's my
Yeah. Because they got a big variety. They got like
This-
seafood,
I just love steak, so-
and pina coladas. I love pina coladas.
So, yeah, I would have to
Wait,
probably go
don't
with the
those
keg as
have
well.
alcohol in them, Liam?
You can get them without alcohol.
Virgin pina coladas.
Oh, okay, okay.
Or
Like,
daiquiris.
clear that up.
Strawberry
But-
daiquiris are good too.
So now that I'm thinking about it again, I'm not sure if it's technically considered fast food or a sit-down restaurant, but it's a pub grill. It's called Whiskey John's.
I think I've heard of that place.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
There's one in Brooklyn. There's one in Oshawa. They're really good. They have really good Buffalo Ranch wings.
Yeah.
They are so good. I get it at least twice a month.
Now I have one more question.
Oh, Nick, you didn't go.
Oh yeah, Nick, go.
Nick didn't
Oh,
go,
yeah.
so.
Okay, well,
Nobody cares.
I'm a big. Oh my god! Fine, move on.
No, go.
But I'm a big chicken wing type of guy, so definitely Buffalo Wild Wings, because.
Oh, they're
I
good.
love wings as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Good. I've only had that like once, honestly. Never really gone.
What?
They're just very
Also,
expensive.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
very
so-
expensive, yeah.
When I went to Wild Wing, it was like a
Oh,
year
Wild
ago.
Wing
I
too,
went
yeah.
with Dylan, Dylan
Yeah.
Beasley, and I ordered a rib and wing combo. Right,
Ribbon
Cost
wing
me
combo.
$34
What?
without tax.
Without tax.
Oh my god.
Without
Is that,
tax
is
and
that with
tip.
fries though?
Yeah.
Oh, well, worth it.
It's still expensive. Oh my god.
Wrong.
So I was watching Kitchen Nightmares the other day, right?
Kitchen.
I love Kitchen Nightmares.
For
Oh, I love that
And
stuff.
this burger restaurant, it's in
Bob's Burgers.
it's in Middle LA,
Mhm.
and they charged $35 for a burger. Just the burger, no fries. Just
Evan,
the burger.
remember that
So it's
guy
like
with the elk burger
$45
guy?
Canadian.
Remember the elk
hear-
burger guy on Kitchen Nightmares, Evan? The guy
Yeah.
was like fighting with Gordon because he thought he knew more. Or Amy's Baking Company and Kitchen Nightmares. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's iconic, honestly.
Oh, iconic.
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 Anyways.
Okay.
But I went to Wild
So-
Wings.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Now
got
I have
this.
I have one more question for you guys.
Okay.
What do you define as a simp?
Oh.
I think we should discuss this more in
Okay.
another episode, but I'm gonna
Okay,
say
on the next episode of
On the
Mostly
next
Mixed Up.
episode of Mostly Mixed Up.
This is
And-
just a little snippet of it.
Okay, little snippet
All
for
right,
next
yeah, for
episode.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say a simp is someone. Okay, first of all, being a simp is not being respectful is not being a simp.
Thank you.
yeah.
Definitely.
Second of all,
Respecting a
being simp is
woman
like if
or
you-
your like boyfriend, whatever,
or girlfriend
not
or
being a
whatever
simp.
is
Your
not
partner.
like. But
Your
if
partner,
you
yeah.
give up your personal boundaries and values for that person, you are kind of simping in a sense. Like
Yeah.
the people
Exactly.
who,
If you are impacting your
Worship
personal
them.
life in a negative way,
yeah, you're a simp.
then yeah.
To
Or like
you're like-
happen.
Or like you're saying things that aren't true to get like with a girl.
Mhm.
You're like lying, like
Yeah.
over. Like sometimes I know people exaggerate a bit, but when you're outright lying about what you believe in, to
Yeah. Like
Like-
changing your views on life to get
Or even
with a
like,
woman or man or
I agree.
partner.
or a woman,
Yeah.
man, or whatever else.
Yeah.
or your partner. Or,
Yeah.
or like
Partner, yes.
just not necessarily a partner, but like the person you want to be with.
It's just really unhealthy behavior, right? Like if you think that you're gonna be with this person because you worship them like a god, it's never gonna happen, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
for us.
Okay.
So that's the little snippet for the next
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Nick didn't get to talk because he decided to be 40 minutes late for today.
Yes.
So Nick, don't be late next time. Nick, what do you have to say? Wrong. Goodbye, everybody.
I will not be.
All right.
I'm
See
very
y'all.
disappointed in myself.
Out, everybody.